Current objective, obtain the audience with King of Esau. Enzo and Ernie must meet the Elder. Okay. Tension is increasing between the king and the council. Or tension. I can read. This palace door only opens for those who have what they need. King of Esau likes to walk in the court. He was here this morning, in fact. (4:20 a.m. here. So that'll put you in the UK time zone. Can you English? What do you mean, can I English? This is the core of the royal palace. The palace just for show. The most important rooms are underground like everything else in ESO. I was already in there. Actually, you cannot enter this house. Hold is in mourning. Okay, apparently I can't go in. I see you. And you do see me. Yes, I do. That means you're completely possessed by the demons who control this world. This world is nothing but a big lie. Nothing is true. Even the truth is a lie. It's obvious they control your spirit, but I know to deliver your true self from the lies. Join my church. Our teachings are true. It is the church of the Father who never lies. We have prayer sessions from 3 a.m. till noon. Oh, okay. I'm a little slow right now. I need more caffeine. Okay, I'll think about it. Even your thoughts will be a lie. Come in for yourself, brother. Church of the Absolute Truth. Offerings to the woman next to me. Thanks. If you wish to enter the church, you must make an offering to the goddess of the one and only absolute truth with no lies. Offerings just to enter the church, is this normal? It's not obligatory to get into the church. If you don't want to be saved, that's up to you. We don't have a choice. What exactly do we need to have to do to enter the church? This week we celebrate the Goliath frog. Our beloved goddess wants as many as possible. As many as possible, how many? Enough to let you enter. How many is that? You can, put a monetary number to it. Are you ready to honor the... Where can we find him? There's a young man devoted to the absolute truth who sells them in one of the huts next door. Buy enough and come back. How many is enough? You want some Goliath frogs? I'm the only one in the whole of Esau to sell this delicacy. Yes, we need some in order to visit a church. Apparently it's National Goliath Frog Day. You bought some Goliath frogs. Sorry, that's insufficient. Bring back more. Okay, well, I guess I'll buy 2 more. You want more? Yes. Hey, wasn't it 5 Yodas before? It's 20 Yodas now, friend. Why? Prices are always going up and down on the frog market, that's just how it is. Okay. What the hell? This seems like a scam between the two of them. I buy one, bring it to her, she gives it to him to sell back to me. Sorry, that's it. Bring back more. Okay. In regards to tension. Yeah. 35 Yodas. It's daylight robbery. Why are they asking so much for the church entry price? Part of the profits go to the prophet. No, English. I hate English. So I hear people can understand a lot of English through tough, thorough understanding. What is it? Through tough, thorough understanding, though, or something? I forget. No, I can't. You have enough frogs, go back to... Oh, okay, the game tells me I have enough frogs, thank you. I can barely even adult. Are you ready to honor the goddess? Yes. This should be enough, go see the doorman, he will let you in. Welcome, my dear brothers in truth. Do you want to enter? Yes. That's why I paid all that money. Hall of True Prayers. Welcome to the Church of the Absolute Truth. May the love in the goddess and her only representative here on Aurion, Pastor Kamga, wash over you. There are a bunch of poor people over here. Even if they divide us into different groups, it's still unpleasant to have to put up with their vulgar company. I'm from Waysao. It's my sister, Tapioka Ka, who's forcing me to be here. The things you have to do to get back in the game. Things you have to do to get back in. Did they just meta me? My problem finding a husband will soon be over. Look at all these rich, handsome bachelors over here. Gold digger. You are such a gold digger. This pastor's servant hasn't started yet. I think he's still sleeping. I have been in the Church of Absolute Truth for 6 months and I have never been loved as much as here. Don't you have a family? Not anymore. They refused to enter the Absolute Truth with me, so I cut them off. May the Absolute Truth be with you, my friends. I'm the representative of the sick and lame. The prophet says that our suffering is a test of whether we are worthy of the light. Did you also come here for your salvation? I'm from Wanga. I made it this long trek to deliver my little finger from demonic possession. You have an abscess, that's all. You're still full of lies like that. Abscesses do not exist. No. Okay. Sure. They literally say, we are going to lie to you, and you're believing what they're saying. Mask. Pearl choker. Okay, so I have all those. AP. I guess I'll take you. Who are you? How dare you come up to me just like that? Are you crazy? Excuse us, we're hoping I could what? I'm an apostle. You should show me some respect. Watch your manners. I know people in high places in this city. Oh, great. We got a Kevin. Calm down, and Gani, we'll find another way. What do you want, yokels? Yeah, and I'm a yellow Traka and green Pagni. Not very full. You're being very rude to people. You should be more careful. Hey, what are you gonna do about it? I'm one of the Prophet's chosen ones. You're nobody, and I'll speak to you however I like. Nothing, it's okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Join one of the 3 salvation groups. Yes, there's 3 of them. For example, the group for the sick. But if you have enough money, you can enter the VIP area straight away. It's easy. Just go see the Christian Piculi over there. Piculi. Was it you? I'm the representative of 6 in Lane. The Prophet says our suffering is a test of whether we are worthy of the light. Okay, I'm sorry. Who am I? Sick. Over where? Oh. I have 13,000 Yodas. Isn't that enough? Left trigger. I'm pulling the left trigger. How much is enough money? It's easy, go see him. This game doesn't exactly tell me what I need to do. It's just some obscure thing. This game really isn't telling me what to do. Objectives. Okay, let's head out, I guess. I really don't know. According to this, there's something in here. Oh. You finally came, thank you. You said there are nobles from Zama. I don't know that city. Now that I think about it, no one seems to know us from outside the city. It's strange. I've never managed our relations from outside, but this is really surprising. What is the original stone, and what do you have to do to get a plot? The original stone is the first rock of our ancestors hollowed out to found the city. It's in this rock that the palace was built. The doors will only open if you have a piece of it. You seem suspicious. Why? The Koros gang abused of our trust in the Bodiap forest. We have learned our lesson. You met the Koros? They're driving away the immigrants and sending them back to their home countries. Actually, they're capturing immigrants and selling them as slaves. We saw many of the victims in the forest. By the Great Veil, those are pretty serious accusations. Do you have any proof of what you're saying? How were you able to get through the forest in this case? We defeated their chiefs, Nimrod, Norbert, and Onia. Our Kalu has everything necessary to prove it's an astral memory you can watch. We want to see the king to show him the slave trade taking place in the Buddy-Up forest. Yeah, I see. This is great timing for me. My ancestors must really be watching over my career. I must have this information checked. Can the king help us? It seems that there is a lot of social tension in the city. You're not wrong. There's a lot of political pressure in Isao at the moment. The city council's elections are approaching. Elections? What's that? Isao work on a system that combines royalty and the people's choice. This is because our city is home to members of our tribe, but also a lot of foreigners. The king governs the city, and the elders are in fact representatives of the area with different inhabitants. I'm a representative of that residential zone. The elections require a lot of money. Most of the elders pool their resources and have greater impact during the elections. We have that called political parties. My party supports the king, but we've been a minority for several months. Our numbers have decreased because we lack funds. For some time, a group of nobles appeared to have an unknown source of money. I suspect them to be corrupt. That's what's happening in Bodiap. But what's happening in Bodiap is worse. If you really eliminated the business of the Koros, this could have put a break in their financial power, so we still have a chance in the elections. That's why I need you. You're going to help me tip the votes in our favor. I'm not sure we're qualified for that. We've never been involved in politics. Maybe. I guess I am. I don't know. Don't you worry about that. It's not complicated. In fact, we're going to represent different elders to decide on a few of the city's issues. You'll settle these problems in the name of the party, and if our side grows, I'll help you meet the king. I'm going to place my astral mark on your Kalu, which will give you the power of an honorary elder for the people of Isao. There are 2 affairs in the traditional court which you may have to decide for us, and you'll also have to clear my area of sect in the absolute truth. My assistant Bonnie will wait for you at the court. The sect in the hut is with the yellow curtains of the area. Just one question, why us? Why don't you settle these affairs yourself? If you return bad verdicts in these matters, I'll say that I don't know you. I'll say that you stole my astral mark by tricking my assistant, who is an alcoholic. It wasn't even the first description when I got the job. I found an ideal job where they asked me to drink Montango non-stop. Long live the party. And she leaves her children with this guy? What kind of tribe is this? The look on his face. For this sect, this guru has already sucked in a large part of my zone. In the beginning, I allowed it because, as they say, religion is the opium of the people. This guru doesn't respect his side of the deal. He diverts the pledged votes to elders who offered him more money. You have to get rid of him. Aren't you uncomfortable exploiting the beliefs of your people in this way? That's politics, young woman. Young women? There's just one. That's politics, young woman. When you have a chance, you'll follow your emotions. The ball is in your court. You'll have to get what you want, and so will I. They manipulate their people remorselessly. I don't understand them. Is that the world outside of Zama? I would do anything to return to Zama, but what is the limit between compromise and betrayal of my values? We'll do it, but our way. If we realize that your tasks are too dishonest, we'll find another way of meeting the king. Shall we talk about it? That is said. Come to see me when you've taken care of these matters. Bonnie will go now. The places are indicated on your Kalu GPS. How are you doing, Gio? Settle the problems of the city and return to see the elder to meet the king. Assistant Bonnie is already there. Of course he has a cup of Montanga. Hello, I'm Enzo Kori Odan, and here's my wife, Bernie Kori Odan. We are honorable dignitaries who have come to settle the problems tearing apart this family. We've been sent by the elder Blondil. Oh, we've been waiting. Allow me to clarify the situation. My friend Bohiri, may he rest in peace, was the only one of richest traders in Isao. He died suddenly, leaving us sick, stuck in an unpleasant situation. He was married. He and his wife built everything together. They could not have children, but my friend had children with one of his servants. It's been an open war between these two women. We have tried everything to find peaceful solutions, but all our attempts failed. In short, you have to decide which of the two women will inherit Bohori's fortune. Go in to talk to them, and when you've made up your mind, come back here to give your verdict. Wait, did that really say that twice? My feed is so delayed. You're gonna hit the hay? Alright, P84, you sleep well. Yeah, it was listed twice. I'm not sure what those two notifications were. Give me a second. Is that a follow post? My activity feed isn't reflecting anything. Come on. Show me what... Ah! Thank you for the follow. That's what I thought was happening. But what was the second notification? Ah, a host. I appreciate it, P84. You sleep well? Hopefully I will see you next time. Let's find out about this case before entering the Agani. First talk to the Patriarch. You have to enter and listen to the mutterings of these people. I am busy here. The Montango is great. What a waste. Hello, I'm in charge of the farm. Okay, do you have any questions? Who died? A man by the name of Bahori, who was very rich. I see, but why is the council intervening in this inheritance problem? He appointed the council to manage his inheritance in case of sudden death. He didn't trust anyone in his family. Origins of conflict. During his life, he had a legitimate wife who was unable to give him children. That is why he had children with a former servant who became his concubine. That is the dilemma. His wife helped him build his business, but he had children with another woman, and they are his legitimate heirs according to our customs. Why can't we share the legacy fairly? We tried everything. They don't want to. One of them will pay the price of their stubbornness. What do I have to do? This dispute had to be settled. Go to see the deceased two wives. Listen to what they have to say before announcing your verdict. One of the wives of the deceased lives here. Go speak to the women shown by the icon. Who are you? Friends of Bahori? Have you come to mourn with me? No, madame. We've been sent by Elder Bolandil. We have to come to discuss the problem of the legacy of the deceased. You're here to judge the problem of the legacy? Yes. I am the sister of the deceased. Are you here to discuss my brother's inheritance? What do you think of Abamo and the children? Abamo is materialistic. If she manages that fortune, she will squander it. She is good mother, so she can change for their well-being, but it isn't guaranteed. His legitimate wife. She is a very good businesswoman. She helped Bori to build businesses, so with her, the business is sure to continue. That'll be all. I am friend of the true widow, and I have come to support her in this painful situation. Of the true widow? Yes, the mother of Bori's children. The other one was perhaps married to him, but she didn't have any children. These children, her flesh, I think will throw them out if she inherits. Everyone dies in the end. Mr. Bahori is no longer and is hard to believe. Relationship with Bahori. Mr. Bahori is dead, and I'm alone with children. I cannot feed them. You were caring for these children? Was I taking care of our children, you mean? Were you married? No, I was his concubine. I was his womanizer. His wife could not give him children. He was unhappy. I seized the opportunity. Did you love each other? Love? Yes. I loved the presents he gave me. When I went somewhere, people respected me because of his fortune. What would Bori say to you about his legitimate wife? He was afraid of her, and that is normal. Why? She could not forgive him for our relationship. I'm sure she poisoned him. You know what an angry woman is capable of. Your story here. 10 years ago, I arrived as a simple maid. Over the years, Bahori argued more and more with his wife because they were unable to have children. Well, I got on well with his wife, and even when I became his concubine, problems started when I had my children. How many children? We have 3 adorable children. Angels that his legitimate wife despises. They remind her that she is barren. I told you everything I know to help your decision, but if you have further questions, ask them. Your story here. 10 years ago, I arrived as a simple maid. Over the years, Bahori argued more and more with his wife because they were unable to have children. I got on well because, okay. relationship with his family. Some family members don't like me, but they coveted their brother's fortune. Others support me because I'm the mother of his children. Well, that's a good question. Maybe there's more people to talk to if I keep going right. Excuse me, you're not allowed in here. These are the quarters of Bahori's widow. Please accept our condolences for this tragedy. We are honorable dignitaries, and we're here to solve the dispute related to the inheritance. Okay, my apologies. I'm the widow's servant. You may speak to her. She's over there. Welcome, and thanks for your support these sad days. Our most sincere condolences, madame. We are envoys of the Elder. We're here to settle this legacy issue. I think it's too early to talk about that, but if the council decided to resolve this problem, now so be it. We have spoken to the two women, and we were able now to give our verdict. We must not rush, and make sure we have all the information we need to reach a fair decision. Okay. Problem of his inheritance. I worked so hard for these businesses, I sacrificed my youth and was able to have children. Bahori was ready to adopt, but his family and the gossipers in our city started putting pressure on him. In our tradition, blood ties are very important. That maid I took off the streets gave him 3 children. Three. There's typos. 3 children under my roof. It hurt, but I forgave him. After all, he never married her. But he put her on his testament as an equal to me. As if he's not having children ruled out all my sacrifices. I'll never forgive him. If I get back my due, I will not be able to live with them as we did before. It would be too humiliating, too insulting. They have to go. Bahori and I were together since our teenage years. My family didn't agree with our relationship because at the time, he was a poor man. I turned my back on my parents and married him. We have some hard times, but we succeeded and made this fortune grow together. Our culture is unfair with women. I worked as much as him, if not more, to develop our trade. The law considers this fortune to be his. I would like to know more about your fortune. I betrayed my relatives and even stole money from my parents at the time for Bahori. It's my money that enabled him to start his business. Did you love each other? I loved him with all my heart. Even when he started cheating on me with this Abamo, I forgave him, but he really humiliated me by writing this testament in which I opposed to this gold digger. Hello, have you come to settle the Bahori family dispute? Yes, we were sent here by one of the city elders. I'm ready to help you if you have any questions. Relationship with Bahori. I am Bahori's aunt. I raised him when his mother disappeared in the mines many years ago. He considered me his mother. Your opinion on his wife? Let's hope she'll be neutral given her relationship with the deceased. I knew them when they met. She was so sweet and kind. All those years of work and betrayal hardened her. Perhaps if she inherits, she will become kind again. She really worked hard, even when Bahori abandoned her. She was always active. She's a very dynamic woman. The children. There is no doubt they are my nephews. Miss Bahori's heart was broken, but she's a woman. She's stronger than she thinks. She will forgive one day. Bahori's family. Why didn't he leave you his fortune? You still seem young. I take care of myself, but I'm no longer that young. He didn't plan on dying before me, I suppose. Let's say that our family is very complicated. Bahori was the only one to have a job to feed everyone. I would never have wanted such a burden. Ah, shit. Okay, that'll be all. Opinion about the situation. Choosing between a wife who gave everything and the children who are innocent, I wouldn't want to be in your shoes. You men should really hold to yourself. Okay. Talk to the widow, she's just over there. Obama was a servant in this house, but she seduced the master to profit from his wealth. I was there when she was devising her plan to take the place of the boss. Okay, so if I understand correctly, the custom is when the father dies, the inheritance goes to the heirs. He has heirs with a woman he's not married to. And that seems like the correct choice. But she could end up squandering the money. And the children could end up worse off. This seems like the whole situation of, do you save the group of... This seems a matter of the many or the few type of situation, really. What the hell? I have no idea what the hell that was. But there is also the chance I leave it to the legitimate wife. She could forgive the children, bring them in, and rebuild the business. But if I give it to the concubine, she could still be successful in her business, and they could be off the streets. I'm more or less leaning to following what the culture says, which would be give it to the children. So go to the concubine. It seems like a really dick move, but I don't know. Over? Okay, ask for your opinion. What's your opinion on this family's dispute? Enzo, are you sure you want his opinion? You're really sure of yourself and super great diplomat? I think that you should give me the fortune of this dead man. I was certainly related to him, like to the third time removed or something. I have a proof of, you know, he had a mustache just like me. I warned you, Enzo. If you want your decision to be really fair, add one of his wives to my inheritance. I'll have a preference for the youngest one, by the way. It's 11. Okay, I guess we'll work on just making a decision and then calling it. Give my decision. Oh, I'm listening. Are you sure? Finally. You represent the council of the ESO young man. Don't forget that this decision cannot be appealed, so make the right one. Thank you for the extra pressure. Who will inherit? I said I was going to go with the children. But I'm going to see if I can find any information to see. I'm not going to change my decision. I'm just kind of curious if there's going to be any... what the consequences. Hey, wait a minute. I hope you did consider me as a potential heir. Really? You're not even a member of the Bahori family. What? Is this compulsory? Of course it is. Oh well, he was my uncle 3 times removed, is that okay? Let's continue, please. The person I've chosen in the deceased Mr. Bahori's estates is... I kind of want to see what the consequences is. Oh, apparently that's an achievement if I select the children. You know what? Whatever. Save the children. Obama and the children. Oh, it's fantastic. I finally inherited Bahori's fortune. My prayers at Kamaga's church paid off. Now my kids and I will live as we deserved. No way this is happening. The fortune was built in my sweat and tears. I will never allow this social climber to snatch it from me. Never! You must respect the council's decision. It is the law. I'm really sorry for the one left aside by this decision. The super fantastic diplomat has taken the worst decision possible, as I thought. This is not time for the silly jokes, Mr. Boney. That is the downside of major responsibility, knave, young kid. Is this the way you hide your lack of responsibility behind alcohol? Those remarks do not affect me. I will inform Elder Blandil of your decision. Ngani, it was a difficult choice, but one you had to make. If we had stayed in Zama, would we have the same choices to make, cases with no ideal solutions for everyone? Unfortunately. What helps is to have as much information as possible before making a decision. What motivated your choice? She will take care of the children. I made this choice to ensure that innocent children do not suffer. It makes sense. It is a shame for Madame Bahori. We have taken her life's work. It is unfair for her, but I understand. Ah, teamwork +1. Yay. Okay, we're done here. Let's go. Okay, I guess we'll go ahead and save. Yes. And now we're gonna go raid somebody, so let's go